Hi, my name is Mike Doble with AppNet New Media Studio. This is a short video or webinar about what it takes to gain perfect or better ranking. This video will not tell you how to do it, but rather what it takes to accomplish it, and that we are better prepared to do it than most firms or you yourself. However, talk is cheap, so what I want to first do is go to Google and we're going to do a search for top 10 search engine ranking, and you can do this from your own computer if you like. And you're going to see that out of 258 million results, websites all over the United States who would like to attain this ranking, this very important ranking for us as a company and actually for any website. You can see that there are 3 companies that are buying their way there with Google AdWords, and then you can see that our company AppNet is ranked number 1 naturally or organically. What I want to tell you is a little bit about what it took or what it takes for us to get this kind of ranking. And by the way, I'm going to show you many other rankings that we're ranked for, and that we do this for hundreds and hundreds of clients all over the United States. In the case of these other websites, you might ask, why aren't these other companies? Yes, we've been out there for 17 years. We've made it our business to help increase clients' headcount or lead generation. But you might ask why our company is ranked number 1 instead of these other companies. Very simply put, if we look, and I'm going to do a little trick here in a second, I'm just going to take up in the Google search bar, type the word site : and then I'm going to put in our domain name. You can do the same for your domain name. And you're going to see that Google says that our website, appnet.com, is a 1,150 page website. And you can see all the pages that Google has indexed, like Montana web design, North Carolina sales, professional web design, etc. And obviously we're ranked at the top. If you were to go back and do that same site : search for the other people that are on the first page, you might find that their websites are 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 page websites, and it's going to be very hard for them with a 50 or 100 page website to outrank our Google ranking for AppNet with our 1150 pages. Just out of curiosity, I'm just going to do a couple of state searches just to show you that this is no fluke. Montana web design, our company ranks number 1 out of 31.8 million. I can do this search for various states around the United States. It'd help if I could type. Let's just do North Carolina. I'm going to have to slow down. Web design. And you can see that we rank number 1, and you can do this search for a lot of other states. What I'm going to show you real quick is a couple of tools that we use. These are pretty simple tools, and we use a lot more sophisticated tools than these. But this is one tool called SimRush. It stands for Search Engine Marketing Rush, and if you can give us 5 or 10 minutes to consult with you, absolutely free, no charge, we'll plug your website into tools like this and provide you with some free data showing you everywhere that you are ranked and what you're not ranked. And if you notice, I've put our appnet.com domain name into here, and you can see that currently we're ranked for 216 different search terms. So when I said earlier it's just not good enough to be ranked for 1 or 2 search terms, you need more. This is what I'm talking about. You can see, even though I don't like the term cheap, website design, a lot of people do search for that. So we're number 1, search engine ranking, affordable. We usually fluctuate between number 1 and number 2 for affordable search engine ranking. Top 10 search engine placement, we're number 1, and you can see more. Top 10 with the numbers or the word right up at the number 1 spot. And again, it's just not good enough anymore to be ranked for 1 or 2 search terms. If in your real estate area of coverage, as an example, if you rank number 1 or number 2 or in the top 10 or the first page for 1 or 2 search terms, you're going to get a little bit of traffic. These days, though, with most MLS coverage areas having thousands and thousands of property listings within them, getting ranked for 1 or 2 search terms is just not going to work. So we can help you even the playing field with some of the other national companies. More about that in a second. Some of the other tools that we're going to use are tools like WooRank. WooRank is a pretty nice tool that we can plug websites in and kind of see what's going on in terms of the overall effectiveness of a website. We can go in and use Google Analytics. Here's Google Analytics, for example, and you can tell a lot of information about, first of all, how many visitors your website gets. In this case, 107,801 visitors, 39,000 of those were unique. Almost 5 pages per visitor. They spend about 3.5 minutes. All those are pretty good tools, and you can see, where your traffic's coming from. Google Analytics allows a lot of good information to see that, where all your traffic's coming from. And you can see in our case, we have websites that, in this case, gets traffic from all over the United States. So having said that, we'll use all of the tools, these and more actually, to help you monitor exactly, first of all, where you're coming up on Google and Yahoo and Bing, and what it's going to take to get you better traffic. In terms of rankings, if you do a search for just about any search term that's important to you, your coverage area, your city, and homes for sale, land for sale, lots for sale, properties for sale, condominiums for sale, those kinds of searches, you're most often going to find the national companies like realtor.com and Zillow and Trulia and what have you. What you need to know, though, is that Google actually wants to rank your website on the first page of Google for people that come to Google and do a search for your city and homes for sale. The reason for that is Google is very local minded. If you had proper content on your website, and by content I do not mean content like relocation information. That's a common mistake that a lot of real estate websites make. You think by putting in schools and healthcare facilities and attractions and those kinds of things that's going to help, kind of boost your content up so that you can get better ranking for homes for sale. To get better ranked for homes for sale and luxury homes for sale and those kinds of things, you need content that equals those search terms. So the more content you have about homes and houses and properties and land and lots and those kinds of things, the better. And that's what it all boils down to. You can't have a very small template-based website like a WordPress site or a Joomla site or a Drupal site and expect the kind of content management or CMS your way into a lot of content. However, we do have ways of working with you to create a real marketing strategy. We do have tools available to you so that you can go in and not only add, edit, and delete all of your listings, but also other good content that's going to help you grow your site. This is CMS or content management systems. But a lot of realtors don't want to have to do web design to get their websites ranked, and that's where AppNet comes in. We'll be happy to work with you, whether it's on a monthly budget, an overall budget to build a bigger, better mousetrap. Those are the kind of things that we can do, and we can work with you to even that playing field. Simplest thing to do is to stop, give us a moment of your time. It'll be time well spent. You can call us toll free at 888-926-4584. You can reply to the email that you received, and one of our reps will pick up the phone and call you, talk to you, and show you a little bit about what's going on and what can be done, and give you some real options that'll work within just about any budget to get you where you need to be, or at least on the right path. Again, call us toll free at 888-926-4585 or reply to the email. If you do reply to the email, give us a good phone number to contact you back, maybe your domain name, so we can do a little preliminary work. And again, this is going to be some information that we'll be happy to give you free. We can email you after we've talked a little bit and give you a little insight. So again, give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you.